Jai Hind and welcome back to another biology class. Last week we discussed about the diseases occurring in plants and animals. Now today we will start our class with another very common disease found in human beings, that is called as food poisoning. Now this food poisoning, if you have to define, is a disease caused by consuming the contaminated food by the human beings. If the food is not stored properly, gets spoiled due to the action of enzymes present in it or due to the growth of bacteria or fungi. So if any human consume this type of the food, may suffer from the food poisoning. The processes is promoted in warm and humid conditions. Now the growth of the bacteria and fungi, generally they grow very fast if the condition is warm and humid. Nowadays this is the best condition, that the weather, the temperature, this is the best time for the microorganisms to grow. These microbes may sometimes produce toxins. Now when they are growing in your food or any item of the food, these microorganisms, they produce certain toxins, and these toxins actually spoil the food and may cause problem if you consume that food. The spoiled food may cause the food poisoning. So if you consume the contaminated food or the spoiled food means when the food is having the toxins produced by these microorganisms in it. So consumption of this contaminated food causes a disease called as food poisoning, which is very commonly seen in human beings. Now what are the symptoms of this food poisoning? As you can see in the picture, the person may suffer from headache, may have stomach ache, may vomit, or may suffer from the diarrhea. As you can see, the person is showing the different expression. The first one is showing the abdominal pain, another is the diarrhea, a third one is having the fever. The person may have slight fever also, and nausea, vomiting, some whatever you will eat, you feel like to vomit. And then this is you may suffer from the headache. Now these are the different symptoms which may be seen in the food poisoning. The manifestation of these symptoms depends upon how much toxin you have taken or how much contaminated food you have consumed. Now food poisoning basically caused by microorganism, this we all know. The microorganism which is present in the spoiled food. Now the common microorganisms which are responsible for the food poisoning are Salmonella, Staphylococci, Clostridium botulinum and Aspergillus. These are the four major microorganisms which are responsible for the food poisoning. Now where this Aspergillus is a fungus. Now this fungus actually releases a toxin which is called as aflatoxin. This aflatoxin generally damages the liver. If it remains in your body, if it remains in the human being's body, then it attacks or it damages the liver. The Staphylococci is generally producing the heat resistant. The Staphylococci is another microorganism which is producing a toxin which is heat resistant. Now because of this heat resistant toxin, if you cook the food also, the toxin will remain in the food. Okay. The third one, the Clostridium botulinum. This is the microorganism. This is a kind of a bacteria which causes food poisoning, which may sometimes becomes fatal also. Why? Because it becomes so severe, the person may die. Now this Clostridium botulinum generally present in the canned food. Canned food means the ready-made food which we get from the market. What happens when the packaging of this canned food takes place? The air is completely taken out and the vacuum is created in the can. Now in the absence of the air, this Clostridium botulinum grows very rapidly and then produces toxin. Now if this canned food is heated till 100 degrees centigrade or above that, then the toxin produced by the Clostridium may get finished. But if you consume that canned food without heating or without cooking, that it may cause food poisoning and that becomes sometimes fatal also. So these are the different toxins which are generally released by these microorganisms, and that makes the food that makes the food contaminated, and the food gets spoiled. That sometime what happens, the pesticides are generally used in the crop production process, or in keeping the food safe from the pest. People generally spray the pesticides. So if the pesticide, the traces of the pesticide, if it remains in the food, that may also causes food poisoning. Sometime what happens, the metal salts produced by the action of food with containers. What happens, the food may contain many types of the substances, and these substances sometimes may react with the metal. Substances, I mean to say the acids and base. Now these acids and base which are present in the food, they may sometimes react with the metal and may become poisonous or may become toxin. So that may also causes food poisonings. So these are the different causes which are responsible for the food poisoning. So this is all, I think, for the food poisoning. In our next class, we will discuss about the food preservation, how to prevent the food from the spoiling, from being spoiled. So this is all. Thank you everyone. Jai Hind.